What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I do TikTok about on the video, and we're gonna hop right into it. So, today we will be talking about something basketball related, but not on the court. And we will be talking about Dillon Brooks and his recent restraining order against his ex, as well as a little Drake. Yes, Drake has, well, he doesn't really have something to do with it, but it's an interesting point that I'm gonna bring up. So, if you have not heard, Dillon Brooks, who has two children with a woman named Heather Andrews. I was about to say Heather Edwards, but Heather Andrews. Look cute. Look, I mean, she a cool white girl. Shit like that. You know that nigga Canadian and shit, so he ain't used to none of this. Down south thick shit. He in Houston. He was in Houston. Oh, he just got traded, but he was in Houston. I mean, but he was in Memphis too, so he definitely should have been on some down south thick shit. Dylan gotta get together, bro. That Canadian shit, but he has filed for for a restraining order against his ex, Heather Andrews. They have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old together. So that means what? This is 2025, so he was born in 2020. He definitely was in Memphis then, and then 2 years ago, 2023, he was still in Memphis then too. So yeah, he should have got with that down south shit. He out here looking crazy, but he is accusing her of destroying his belongings, hacking into social media accounts, and even once threatened to cut off his fingers. Now, remember that because that's going to tie into Drake. So, Drake, damn. Phone tweaking. Dillon Brooks said he met Andrews back in 2018 at a Las Vegas nightclub and started dating her a short time later. He said within months she got pregnant with their first child, and around that time he claimed her harassment of him began. My nigga, you are in the NBA. You cannot be getting women pregnant that you don't know like that. Like, come on, bro. Like, talking about within a few months, nigga, you are in the NBA, brother. Nigga, you are a walking, like, trap. Like, they're going to try to trap you. Why are you getting women pregnant you don't know like that, bro? And this one at that, like she cute. She cool, like, but she ain't nothing, like, out of this world. Like, she cute, like. But that's crazy. But Brooks is also saying she would send him what is described as emotionally abusive messages regularly, and often shared screen grabs of their private conversation with gossip websites to make him look bad. In other words, she was trying to get that bag. And then she said years later, Andrew became pregnant with their second baby. Brooks alleged she started becoming increasingly more aggressive and threatening. So, stop right there. So he said the harassment started after the first child. And then you went 3 years later and got the same woman pregnant. Okay. No further points. He says her threats reference various different ways that she was going to hurt him professionally or personally or both. And they do have it's a screenshot of him. And obviously this is coming from her, but it's a long. She says, I'm going to have you hurt. Whack bitch can't ask about your kid or the one in my stomach. I'm going to pull up on you. I'm pregnant. I have an excuse. LOL. I will pull up at the gym. I'm done fucking around. It's war, bitch. Just wait. I think she have. I'll have someone cut each one of your fucking little fingers off one by one so you can never play basketball. LOL. And actually, now I understand why people are racist. Ooh, you get a white bitch pregnant that you don't know like that. Now she in the comments talking about your text bitch talking about understand why people are racist. That is wild. Like, that is wild. Like, she just wanted to call you a hard R. And then she said, now I understand why people are racist. Like every black man is acting like Dillon Brooks is I mean, if she was true and he's not asking about the kid or like being there for his kids, then why, one, why'd you have another kid with him? And two, you're just making it like all black people are like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. That's nuts. He also said that Andrews threatened Brooks' mother as the basketball player claims she wrote to him, I'll send someone after your mom too, sick bitch. White people harass you in the funniest ways. It then said he also is accusing Brooks of in 2022, while he was a member of the Grizzlies, Andrew vandalized his Memphis home by writing "You suck, bitch" and other words on his outdoor fireplace mantle. So that just tells me that she, lives in the Memphis area as well, or she's from Memphis. So all that down south thick shit that you could have got on, some new shit from Canada, and your ass chose the random white bitch in the club that's trying to cut off your fingers and said she understand why people are racist. A picture is also shared of this, so I'll put that in there. And then he also accused her, saying that she had unauthorized access to his Our Family Wizard account, which is a co-parent in that. I don't know how that works because I don't have no kids. And then sent a criminal threat message to herself, perpetrating to come for me. So she fake sent a message to herself to act like Dillon. So yeah. And then it says Brooks' filing comes less than a year after Andrews obtained her own temporary restraining order against a 29-year-old, alleging he had harassed and threatened her. Our judge is expected to hear arguments from both sides in L.A. next month. So, first, on temporary restraining order, usually in these domestic violence cases, well, not domestic violence, let me not put that on him. Usually in cases like this where, two people who are having, let's say, a lover's quarrel, especially with kids involved, it's not usually very one-sided. So it's usually both motherfuckers are acting a fool. So, yes, we can also say that she might have, if she is telling the truth about the Our Family Wizard account thing, and she had already filed a temporary restraining order, it does look like she may do some things to protect herself, because it obviously, one, this is a black man and a white woman. He may be Canadian, but we are in America. And, it looks, the restraining order, and then him sending the message, obviously she said he's perpetrating, but it just looks like he's aggressive and it protects her a lot more in situations. But like I said, usually these things are go both ways. So, threatening to cut somebody's fingers off, and then, talking about their mother, and then saying, I see why people are racist. All evidence aside, presented, it gives that, both of these niggas are tripping. Now, I just don't understand, especially from his perspective, if he felt like the harassment and she was a nut ass nigga after you had a first child, you went and had another child with her. Because he already really didn't know the girl. Let's be real. She said they started dating within months. You don't know that woman like that, bro. Like you still don't know that woman woman like that. So you did that and then had another child after you seen her behavior pattern. Says a lot about you. But now we're going to get to the Drake part. So, as I said, the Drake part relates to the finger cutting off part. So, which is crazy to think Drake was so... Well, I guess, that was around the time of the second child. So, that's probably why he might have known. Now, I just want to know why he knows this specifically. He might... I know they're both Canadian. So, I don't know if that plays a factor or... He just had access to records he shouldn't have, or maybe he knows the woman. You know how Drake is, so never know. But let's get into the lyrics from Another Late Night featuring Lil Yachty, which is on the For All the Dogs album. Obviously, I can't play the song in here or they'll copyright my video, so I'll read the lyrics for you. Hey, thinking about this pillow talking shawty rinsing Dillon Brooks. Can't believe this nigga talking. All right. And then a couple bars later, he goes, "Well, send a finger to your mama in some FedEx boxes. Open up, that shit is jaw dropping, really shy. Hey, I ain't pretty flocky bitch, get this shit really rocky. Pretty flocko bitch, get this shit really rocky." So he says Dillon Brooks, which is already it has related to the situation, because you're not using a Dillon Brooks analogy in a rap song unless you just saying some outlandish shit. Like, come on, bro, it's Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks, is a decent NBA player, but he ain't no nigga you gonna miss. It ain't like he entertained or something. That nigga just aggressive as hell, play defense and shit. But and then you go to send a finger to your mama in some FedEx boxes. it's too close of a coincidence for me. Me personally, it's just too close of a coincidence for him not be talking about him. So yeah, bro, I don't know what kind of power Drake got. I mean, obviously we knew he got fucking $1 billion, my nigga. So he got power like a motherfucker. So obviously we know that, but that's just crazy to think about, bro. But yeah, that's really all it is to it. I ain't got too much more to say. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG, TikTok on the video, and we out.